name is Shawn Legrow. I work with what you got and turn it into what you want. Seeing people's faces, look in that mirror after I'm done that tattoo, there's nothing better in the world than doing what I'm doing. The design for today's tattoo, Shawn, he said his great-grandfather was his guardian angel. He survived all these hit and runs and, you know, almost dying at the age of 5. Together we just picked out, we were going through photos and stuff, and he's telling me what he wants, and I said, okay, well, let's just do a male guardian angel holding a baby. Drew up a picture for him, came up with guardian angel holding a baby, and we went to town, right? He was really happy with it, with the concept and everything, and you know, he's got to show his wife. Everybody's got to show their wife the pictures, right? The wife's got to approve it, and she loved it, and not just her, his mother. And his mother doesn't approve of tattoos whatsoever, but she loved this one, so it makes everybody happy. Yeah, that's it. Basically what I'm doing right now is I'm just doing all the basic outlines. Everything else is done by eye with the machine. When I turn this paper over, you'll see it's almost looks like paint by numbers after. So I trace all the shadowing, everything. It's just pretty much like paint by numbers. Everybody knows what that is. And I trace it onto carbon paper. And then I transfer the carbon paper onto his arm. And then we go to town. Sometimes, I'll say, yeah, 50% of the time I'm usually drawing on people first. Depends what the tattoo is. If it's like, could be Tree of Life or adding rosary or stuff like that that you can't usually do on a paper and then put on the person. I draw it on with marker, and then I just do the basic drawing and then do all the detail with the machine. So what I'm doing now, I trace it all onto this blue carbon paper. So I want to make sure all my lines are done. Sometimes you can't tell when you're doing it with a pen. So what I do is I turn it, flip it, hold it up to the light, and then you can tell if I got all the lines in, which looks great. As you can see, I don't do all the shading and everything. Most of it's done by eye, like I said earlier. So that's it. She's done. She's ready to go.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, sweetheart. Good morning.
My name's Shawn Saliba.
How's it going? Good. How are you? Are you excited?
I'm very
ready
excited.
for this?
Always ready.
Yeah?
Shawn ready?
Shawn's ready for you. Come on in.
I'm an automotive consultant. I design high-speed operating systems for overhead doors and security systems.
Sweetheart, Shawn's here.
Hey, Shawn.
Hey, man. What's up?
Everybody.
How's it going?
Good. You ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah. Thanks, sweetheart.
No problem.
Well, you want to see it?
Absolutely. Nice.
There you go.
Love it. Exactly what I wanted, man.
Perfect. Ready to go?
Ready.
Let's do it. Let's get that transferred on you. Next step is to transfer it onto Shawn's arm. You excited?
Very excited.
Yeah?
I'll be more excited when you're done.
Yeah. I guess so. I use Dettol to place it onto his arm. And we go from there. That's it. Then we start tattooing. Okay, have a seat there, Shawn.
Yeah?
Just put your arm on there nice and soft. Perfect. Move. And his stories just intrigued me.
That hurts.
That hurts?
I've been run over 3 times as a pedestrian, 2 drunk drivers.
All right, you're done. You can go home. I guess a mailman was drinking, drove up on his driveway and picked him off the driveway and dragged him down, I think it was like 200 feet. Beautiful. How do you like the placement?
Good.
Perfect. Let's give her. Have a seat, my friend. We're going to be sitting for a while.
Yeah, first accident, I was 5 years old, run over by a drunk mailman. Took me off the end of the driveway in front of my family, dragged me 150 meters.
Ready? Looks good. Right.
Spent a lot of time in the hospital, 39 operations in total between all 3 accidents.
Oh, and he's got reconstructive surgery, you know, you can, on his face here, and he's always got a smile on his face. Doesn't bother him. So to me, that's a strong man. That's it. Shawn's a good guy. All right. Take a look, make sure. It's good. You're good?
I'm good.
Comfortable?
No, but I ain't gonna change anything.
What's that?
I said no, but I ain't
No.
gonna change anything.
That might be the transfer, but it's gonna look 10 times better when I'm done with it.
I don't know.
Black and gray wash?
Yes, please.
One. That's what you get.
That's stolen one, right?
What's that?
That's stolen.
You want the stone one?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what you want, right?
Second time I was run over, I got in a fight with a couple of guys chasing them across the street. They all look like black to me.
Hmm?
They all look like black to me.
Yeah. It's just a dark shade, to the next dark, to the next dark, to the next, and then it goes right to light. Shade I need. There we go. We're ready to give a.
Got hit by Camaro at 120K, got thrown 275 feet, broke my tib, fib, femur, and some head trauma.
The sound people don't like. Okay, everybody gets nervous at that.
I think you tattooed me enough.
Yeah. Start with a little bit of a light shade. 5-round needle. Ready? From the bottom up, bud.
I know for sure my guardian angel's my mother's grandfather, which is my great grandfather Salvatore.
How's it feel?
That's all right.
You don't feel nothing?
Of course I feel some.
I can go deeper if you want.
No.
What are you rubbing over there?
No comfort blanket. Every time I've been through a situation in my life, I could feel somebody protecting me. Like if you were to get a comforter or a blanket and wrap yourself with a blanket. And I always felt that it was him.
What's that for?
To keep the stress away from me tattooing me.
Why the comfort blanket? Like, where's it from?
Been with me ever since I was a kid, through all my operations and stuff. Just get a little piece of cloth, like a little baby blanket.
Yeah.
You leave little babies playing with a blanket.
Yeah.
It's just been with me forever.
Through all the accidents. Wow. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm not making fun of you. I've never seen nothing like that.
Yeah, I've just not with a grown man before.
What's that?
I said maybe not with a grown man before.
Exactly.
So we were looking at different pieces of guardian angels, and once we found this one, it was a ceramic or a stone statue of the guardian angel holding a boy with wings. And my great grandfather Salvatore, he was actually a mason. So it was ironic to see stone sculpture of a guardian angel holding a boy, and it just instantly caught my eye, and we drew it out. And Shawn's artist abilities are a lot better than the sculpture was, so we decided to go with it. He drew it up, and I couldn't ask for anything more. It's everything I wanted and some. So it's definitely the right piece.
I'm using a 5-round liner to do my lining, and then I use my shading after. So I use a very light shade just to do my lining. I don't use a hard black outline liner. I just use, I mean, various artists do it different ways. They have their own technique, right? So you go with what you feel comfortable with. And me, I don't like hard black outlines on any tattoo. I'd rather have the soft shade outline, and then I can darken everything with a shader. This is just my guidelines to use when I start using my shader.
When I first wanted to get another piece done, I was originally going to do the Virgin Mary. Maltese, we celebrate the Virgin Mary, or the Feast of St. Mary, on August the 13th every year, and my accident actually happened on August the 13th.
Well, it looks like one needle, but there's actually 5 at the end of it. They're all tightly put together at the end of the needle.
And what happened was, a week before my accident, my mother was having some bad dreams about me night after night. You know, bad things happening, and waking up my dad throughout the night, and you know, my dad comforting her and telling her, you know, it's just a dream.
So I'm switching to my shader now, and I'm bringing down. There we go.
What was that on there? 12?
13.
Everything lucky 13 today?
There you go. You like
Does it really have 13 needles?
You all right?
It really has 13?
13 needles. Yeah.
And the day before I had my accident, she had a premonition of Mother Mary calling into her, asking her to come, like she'll comfort her. And it was ironic that my accident actually happened at August the 13th at 1 o'clock, when we start celebrating the Feast of St. Mary. I guess today was the right day to do it then, huh?
Why is that?
Because that 13 number seems to be sticking with me through my life.
It's the 13th today. Right?
So when I was looking through different pictures or tattoos of St. Mary, I didn't want it to be a fad. It's not a fashion statement for me. You said the wrist was going to be bad. My legs hurt me a lot more than this.
Yeah?
Oh yeah. Everything, you see a lot of guys with, you know, religious pieces and stuff like that, and it seems more to be like a fad or a fashion statement. And I didn't want nothing to do with that. As much as Mother Mary meant a lot to me, I wanted to change it up a little bit, and I didn't think changing it up for Mother Mary and having the guardian angel piece was probably a perfect thing for me.
You gotta stop moving. That's why I don't like that chair. You're going like this.
Okay.
So don't move. Stop. Go like that with the chair. And don't move that arm when we're talking. Because you're always going like this. I know, but at the end of the day, still tattooing you, and we're gonna make sure the tattoo looks good. I've known Shawn for probably about 2.5 years now. His stories just intrigued me. You know, that he survived all these hit and runs, and you know.
It's actually a tribute to my mom's grandfather who raised my mother. My mother didn't know her parents and was raised by my great-grandfather, Salvatore. I believe he's been my guardian angel through all my trials and tribulations. He passed a long time ago. He passed before I was born. So I never had the chance to meet him. But through my mom's stories and, you know, talking about him as she was growing up and the type of man that he was. He was a good soul. So I believe he's been my guardian angel. I've actually been run over as a pedestrian 3 times in my life. So the first time I was 1980, drunk driver.
3 times.
3 times. Second
Who
time
gets
I
ran over 3 times and lives?
I did. Second time I was 15 years old and got hit by a Camaro at 120k. Got in a fight with a couple of guys. I got run over chasing the guy across the street. And then the third time I was 18 years old, get in my car at a mall, and a drunk guy plowed me between my car and the front of his car as I was getting in my car. You know what? I probably have a lot more guardian angels now with the passings of some of my other grandparents and family members. But if I had to say who it was, it would definitely be him.
Skating makes a big difference. Yeah, a world of difference.
Like it's crazy how like in the last half an hour, you know what I mean?
Yeah. My philosophy on tattoos, I think every tattoo artist should be an artist before they start inking people's skin. You have to be happy at what you're doing. You shouldn't take it as it's a job. You should take it as a passion, like I always say. It's a passion. It's a fun day. Honored to do this tattoo. And if you can't do that, then you shouldn't be tattooing anybody. You know, I put a lot of pride into my work. Always have.
If I didn't think you were that guy, you wouldn't be tattooing me.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the spot I hate. You don't have to do there, huh?
Don't move. You're okay. Don't move. You're moving.
I'm breathing. Nice.
Should I add a little something? Don't move. Don't be afraid.
Now it starts getting in the shitty spot.
Stop moving. You'll be good. Well, there you go, man. You're done. Wipe you up. Just a little bit. Wipe you up. Wasn't that bad, eh, Sean?
Oh man, like I said, there's only the couple spots. Other than that, didn't hurt as bad as that one did.
Well, how would you like to check it out in the mirror?
Absolutely.
Seeing people's faces, look in that mirror after I'm done that tattoo, and that smile, not just smiles, tears, jumping up and down. When I see that, that excites me. That makes my day to make their day. How do you like?
It's awesome. My mother's gonna love it. It went better than I thought, actually. Shawn has a gift of transferring the ink better than you see it on the paper. So, for me, it's more than I expected because I expected what was on the paper, right? So, I'm extremely happy with it. I can't wait to show my mom. It's amazing. It's better than the drawing.
So we did the tattoo. He pulled through, and he was a happy camper. Of course he's gonna pull through. Why not? He got hit 3 times, right? Different times in accidents. I'm sure he's gonna pull through a tattoo.
Appreciate it.
There's nothing better in the world than doing what I'm doing. I love it. Every day I love driving into this place. I don't call it work. To me, it's fun and playing. I love it.